Hey guys, this is Pedro from Living from Trading. I'm coming to you today to talk you about the power of the pullbacks and all the good opportunities that we can catch to trade if we use the pullbacks in our favor. I'll show you a trade that I took today, trading DAX, and a lot of other potential trades that could be taken. I was not here on my computer, but they were valid trades. So let me just start to explain you how does the price works on a trend. So in this case, we had a downtrend. We can see that the price is coming down, and when the price is coming down on a downtrend, it's making lower lows and lower highs consecutives. So we have a leg down, then we have what we call a pullback, that it comes above this last low, but it doesn't cross the previous high. And we have the first high here, next low, then it makes a lower high, and then it comes again and makes a lower low. This low is always lower than this one. Then it comes back up again, makes a lower high, lower than the previous one, and then it continues making this same shape always. So as long as we are on a trend that respects this drawing, we are on a downtrend, and that's what I saw today on DAX, trading DAX. So as you can see, the DAX starts to get a lot of volatility when the New York session, when the London session starts. And at this point today, you can see here by the volumes, when they increase a lot, this is when the London session starts. And when it started, this was the first candle that DAX produced. You can see that this candle at this point, it was trapped between the moving averages that we use, and at this point there is nothing to do. I don't trade against moving averages because I use them as dynamic supports and resistances. So at this point we had nothing to do. We just had to wait for the price to break to do one of the sides, and eventually it broke to the downside. And after it broke these moving averages, the price was down here. So we have one moving average, two moving average, three moving averages. All of them were above the price. So at this point we only look for shorting, for short opportunities, and we don't short immediately when the price breaks. We wait for a pullback to the one of the moving averages, and then we go for it. And we can see here, for example, we have the first possible trade. I didn't take this one, I was not here, but the price came back, made a pullback. It felt this resistance on this moving average, and we could short DAX here and catch a big movement. What it did next, it came all above to the other moving average. Then we have a big red bar deleting a lot of green from the previous bars. Something like here, we had a red bar deleting a lot of green produced previously. So when this happens on these specific locations, these are good places to trade. So we could have shorted here. The price didn't go immediately down, but it made another pullback, which gave another short opportunity here, and eventually we could have shorted here again, another short opportunity, and the price, since it was still on a downtrend, we are always waiting for the break of the previous lows. So our take profit would be below this low. After breaks this low, we have our take profit. Then on the sequence we have another pullback. We have all these red candles that erased this green candle. So we have another short opportunity and wait for the price to cross below the previous low. And at this point it made another pullback here. When I arrived the trading room, the price was on this candle. I saw this potential short that happened here. I was kind of late to trade this, but it didn't have moved a lot since the entry, so I ended up shorting DAX here. It made another small pullback to the moving average, and then it gained strength and broke again the new low. And when it breaks a new low, I always have the same rule. I start a trailing stop. I lock my minimum lock on DAX. Trading DAX is 10 full points. So as long as I have 10 full points when the price breaks the previous low, I lock 10 points, and I use a trailing stop to try to catch a few more points if the price makes a run. In this case, when it broke this low, the price came very quickly to this point, and it came up again very quickly again. So I was only able to put my stop loss here. I ended up locking only 11.5 points. I could have get 15-16 points. I think it was how much he came after my entry to this low. I ended up just locking 11.5 points, but it was enough for me. It was one trade. I don't like to trade more than one time per day, so this was my daily trade. I got some nice profit. This is not a big account. This is a small account that I use on the trading room to trade with my students. And yeah, it was you can see that we had a lot of opportunities during this down trade. This was like just 2 hours of trade since the beginning until here. It's around 2 hours of trading only. We are looking at a 2-minute time frame, and you can see that when trading a small time frame, we have a lot of opportunities. We just have to go for them, and if the price is trending, that's what we want, and that's what we like to trade. We catch those opportunities, and we make our profit on a pullback, new low, profit, day is done, and we don't need to trade more for the day. In 5 minutes today, in 10 minutes I entered my trade, I got out of my trade, closed the trade, and the day is done for me. So this is the power of pullbacks. It's easy to identify them on the charts. So please use them on your favor. Please make money with this technique, and I hope you all have good profits from this lesson. If you like this, please subscribe to my channel, and you'll receive a lot of more news during the next days. Thank you.